If you're suffering from money dysmorphia, I want to see you get better, and I hope this video helps you. Money dysmorphia is when you are unhappy with your own financial situation because you have a distorted view of your finances. So I want to be absolutely clear about this. It's not about simply being unhappy with how much money you make. No, it's about you being unhappy because your perception is all screwed up. Now, let me explain. For example, you may be making a good amount of money and you may be financially responsible. But instead of feeling good about that and being proud of yourself, you feel financially inadequate because every time you open up your Instagram or social media, you see everyone living a luxurious life and you compare yourself. So for example, let's just say that you open up your Instagram and you see all these pictures and video clips of people taking lavish vacations. So what are typical Instagram destinations? You might see Eiffel Tower, Dubai, Santorini, Mykonos. So what else am I forgetting? What's typical? There's always boats, yachts. And after being exposed to this repeatedly, that may trigger you to go against your better judgment and overspend on a vacation that you cannot afford, just to keep up with the Joneses. So what causes money dysmorphia? What's at the roots of all this unhappiness and distorted perception? So money dysmorphia can be caused by a variety of things. For example, societal pressures. We're talking about social media or your social groups, which includes your friends, family, coworkers, etc. An economic crisis, the Great Depression was a classic example. Your childhood upbringing or money trauma in the past. Now, I want you to be aware of the dangers of money dysmorphia. So when your perception of money and finances is all screwed up, it can cause you to engage in unhealthy behavior. And I want to give you some examples. So the first one is that in so many cases, money dysmorphia triggers you to overspend. And you give in, for whatever reason, to impress others, satisfy others, to fit in, etc. And number two is that it could turn you into a miser. So watch out for this. The children that grew up in the Great Depression saw how difficult life was without having money. As those children grew up, it became ingrained in them to pinch every penny to unhealthy extremes, even when they were doing well financially, because they lived through that economic crisis or experienced that trauma of hardship. And money dysmorphia can cause you to become obsessed with making more money. That's because of a sense of inadequacy. Like, these people will become rich and they'll acknowledge that they're rich, but it's still not enough. And they're unhappy. And they just keep slaving away, not out of passion, not out of joy, but because they have a distorted view that they don't have enough. So I know people like this in my life personally. Maybe you do too, that have money dysmorphia, the overspender, the miser, the workaholic. So let me tell you about my friend that appears to be rich, but they're broke. If you looked at my friend's Instagram, they appear to be rich. Yachts, luxury vacations, Michelin star restaurants, living the good life. Behind the scenes, they're in a crap ton of credit card debt. They have no assets, no money, and they always tell me, Brian, don't let people know that I'm broke. It's embarrassing. Because they're giving off the image of how rich and glamorous their life is. And I have another friend that's a miser, and this is a true story. I can't make this stuff up. So I was waiting in line with my friend at a store, and my friend is well off. They make good money. Someone dropped a nickel, and they didn't notice it. My friend did, like a hawk. My friend stomps his foot on that nickel to cover it, like as if his life depended on it. He keeps his foot on that nickel until the person leaves, and then he pockets the nickel when the coast is clear. So listen, I know that every penny helps, but it's not like every penny is gonna be life or death, but that's how they act. And if a quarter fell on the ground, he probably would have jumped on it. And I also have a workaholic friend. So this guy's in his 40s, worth millions of dollars, and he's got enough money to never need to work again, or even his children. They're set financially. But he feels that he needs to keep on slaving away for 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And he's in finance. He's not doing anything revolutionary or bettering humanity. He just wants more money. So he has no time for his children or family or hobbies or anything. If I get lunch with him, if I hang out with him, he only wants to talk about business. Strategies, investments, productivity, and efficiency improvements, which I'm happy to talk about, but not 24/7. It's just a bit much. So honestly, I believe that money dysmorphia can lead to dangerous behavior. So personally, this is just the way I see it. It's like people that have a distorted view of their body image. Even if someone looks good, like they're healthy and they're normal, they might say, I'm too overweight, and they may become anorexic. And if someone is healthy and good, they might say, I don't have a good physique, and they may abuse steroids. And this is dangerous behavior. It's the same thing with money. You may be good and healthy, but if you have a distorted view of reality, then it can lead you to engage in harmful behavior. So who is affected by money dysmorphia? Money dysmorphia affects people of all ages. However, younger people are at more risk. According to the most recent study by Qualtrics, 29% of Americans experience money dysmorphia. So that's just the average. 41% of millennials experience money dysmorphia. 43% of Gen Z experiences money dysmorphia. So it is hypothesized that more millennials and Gen Z have money dysmorphia because how much more social media that they consume. And this is just a warning to you and your family. If you have young children, so I'm talking about Generation Alpha, then please be careful with the social media content that they consume. If your Gen Alpha kids are talking about Gucci, Lamborghini, Bugatti, it may seem cute, it may seem harmless, but the only reason why they know those words is because they've heard it enough where it's ingrained into their minds. It's leaving an imprint on them. And that type of content, it can be dangerous when they're developing their relationship with money. So I kid you not, just the other day, I overheard a child saying that their parents are not cool because they can't afford a Lamborghini, no cap. Okay, so how do you overcome money dysmorphia? So there are many things that you can do. So number one, I would say stop comparing yourself to others. So I know that this is easier said than done. However, comparison is truly the thief of joy. When it comes to money, someone is always going to have more money than you, go on more luxurious vacations than you, have a nicer car than you. And honestly, who cares? You can be happy for them or don't, I don't care, as long as you don't become jealous or envious and let it affect your state of mind. And if you achieve something or something good happens to you, then be joyful for your victories. You don't have to compare your achievements to others. But I want to be clear about this. I am not advocating that you be complacent. I'm not saying that you should settle. I'm simply saying that you have to focus on you. Focus on improving yourself and leveling yourself up. So make peace with yourself and enjoy your own journey. And I'm also saying, please don't be fooled by what you see on social media. Don't be fooled by appearances of friends, even family, coworkers, or strangers. Now, the second thing that you can do to overcome money dysmorphia is to improve your financial literacy. So the reason why I'm saying this is because if you're financially illiterate, like you don't know anything about money or budgeting or investing, then just think about it. Then you're going to be more susceptible of being influenced in a bad way and having your perception of money all distorted. So please improve your financial literacy. Please learn the fundamentals and basics at least. And I'll tell you this, I rarely self-promote, but if you want to improve your financial literacy, subscribe to my channel. So that would be a very good move. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I'm trying to help you out and I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and I wish you a very nice day. Take care.